Hello guys, welcome back. So as promised, me and Sam have been saying there's a collection that we've got that's come in, and this is it. We'd like to show you what's there and what we're going to be working with, what we're going to be doing, and just a general what's come in. I just thought it'd be nice to show you and let you know what we've paid, and yeah, we're just going to break it down and start working on it, aren't we? So basically, I got contacted through website, and someone said that they had a few coins, some banknotes, a few bits for me to have a look at. They said they wasn't expecting too much on the coins. They said obviously with the grade and that, they said that they'd just been buying for silver. So majority is in here. What we're going to do in a minute, I'll cut away and I'll reposition. I'll take all these out. I'll then pour these out. I'll go and have a look through. I'm just going to give you a bit of a backstory. We'll have a look at the nice pieces and we'll have a look at the banknotes as well. But yeah, a bit of a backstory. So he is a viewer of the channel. So he's called Ian Sunderland. He's been commenting on the channel for the last 8 months, 9 months. He's been watching for a long time. He says he enjoys the content and he'd like to bring it to us for have a look and evaluation. So we said we're happy to do that. Like I said, he contacted me through Doncaster NAC. So the website's working, it's up online, people can contact me there. You can send me an email across and oops, I nearly dropped out there. Send me an email across and I will get back to you. You're always better to send me a few general pictures of what you've got, and then if I do need any more out special, or if there's out interesting that picks up my eye and I need more details, I'll just ask you to send over. So please go over there, guys, and like we always say is we do try and give the best prices. And like I've said, on these I have paid more than scrap silver price, so I've not just paid the scrap price. But yeah, anyway, what we'll do now is I'll basically show you what we've got. I'll get these laid out, I'll get a towel. So let me just cut away in a minute. But we've got a nice selection of banknotes in there. So stay with us, it might be a 10-15 minute video, but I do hope you enjoy it. So let's get stuck into it. Right, so there we go. Like I said, I'll put these coins down. I just don't want them banging all over the table. Oh. So in total, in weight, they were 997. So let's call it a kilo. They were a kilo there. Again, mixed grades, very mixed grades.
925 though.
Yeah, it's all 925.
Oh, shitty 50%.
Yeah, no 50%. This is all 925. But we've got crowns in there, half crowns, florins, threepences.
Sixpences, shilling,
yeah, a mix. There's everything in there, yeah. But like we say, is if you look at them, guys, the low grade.
You could sell them, but they take a lot of time to sell stuff like that, and they'll only sell for a little bit over the weight. I mean, some of them will sell for more than silver weight, obviously, but
obviously we want to be getting what we need, and like says, for these just to sit here, like we've had good quality coins that just sit. So
we'll probably just try them a little bit over silver.
Yeah, just a little bit of a silver weight for these guys. So literally, it's going to be 70p a gram at minute on silver weight. So we'll be just selling just over and making a little bit back, guys, or just putting them on them bids. They're good working stock, like, but obviously this isn't really what we wanted out of there. He's just come to us with it. He said he's happy with the silver price.
We just take as it comes, don't we?
Yeah, we just take as it comes. We'll make a price on the offers. If there's nice,
priced accordingly.
Yeah, if there's nicer coins there, obviously they'll be put aside and priced accordingly. But like with this, the gentleman said, he says, I'm just happy with silver. He said he knows what he's paid. But we always say that we pay better price, and we always try and pay better than market price.
Yeah, but if it's just general stuff, it's usually silver weight. But if there is a collection, there's a lot of silver, then there is some better pieces. We will acknowledge that and we can pay accordingly. But on the whole, if they're just average VFs, extra fines, that's sometimes our knowledge to find that as a dealer to make that little spread, do you know what I mean? But if a coin's got a book value of £400-500 and I see it and say, well, this is what I can achieve on it, I'm not going to rip you off and give silver weight on it. I'm going to price accordingly. I'm going to price back a book price, but you're going to get a better percent than your silver price on it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, them sort of coins, you need them as a dealer. Do you know what I mean? They're good silver weight, or for stackers. You know what I mean? Like they're close to spot. and they're nice to start getting silver's item in it, so they're good working stock.
And like we said, he's just good about being at price. We did pay over scrap silver price like we always do. We never pay just the scrap. Like if you took it to a jeweler, he ain't gonna pay what we've paid. Today we've paid 750 on the kilo of the silver, which again isn't much more. It's around 69-70p as we are recording this.
But 6p a gram more.
But we're getting 6p a gram more. So when it adds up, you give me 100 gram, you're getting more money.
And we've got a smaller business.
Yeah, and we've got a smaller business. Don't
We're
forget,
not buying
guys.
million, tons of it a day like these fucking bullion houses are. They're buying kilo. I mean, what we. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he even says on the
get
internet.
kilo,
He says it's got to be 500 gram plus, and they'll pay up to 70p. So if you're getting them less than 500 gram, they're getting less than 70p. We've just gone across the board and we've said 75p a gram on the silver. But bear in mind, guys, Ian is happy for this. Ian has contacted us, and we haven't just lowballed him, just said it's all silver. Like we said here, there's a few little bits that we have cherry picked, which we will show you, which are on this tray, and there is some gold. And I'll give you all prices, and we'll tell you everything that's come in, and this is why we're doing it, to show you. But he said on the silver he's happy at scrap price. We've given him a little bit more than scrap price, so in our eyes we've done the right job, and he says he's happy with the price, and he's confirmed to us, and he says go ahead. So
the coins on that tray aren't particularly high grade. They're just a little bit nicer than scrap. So like some of these crowns are only cheap crowns, but to a collector who's just starting out, they'll pay £25-30 for something like that. So it's a little bit nicer just to put aside for them the cheaper ones. But this on this tray is for us to make a little bit of a living out of. After what we've paid the scrap, we've still got to make a profit and pay the tax on it. So it's not being greedy, guys. It's just these are little ones that might do all right. I mean, like Gothic florins, that's a £20-30 coin, maybe a little bit more depending on dates. But realistically, guys, you're not going to get it on it. I mean, you might get 20-30 quid on it, but that's a £10-15 coin, £20 coin max. Do you know what I mean? And they could sit here for years till somebody wanted one. So like, it's not a buy today and sell tomorrow. This is just stock that'll be added to collection into the mix, and it'll go when it goes.
yeah, so there's some nicer pieces on here. Don't get us wrong. There's a couple that we can charge 150s on, up to some of them are even £40, £35, £50 coins. But like we've said, is from them being bought as scrap silver above scrap price.
That's book price asking. You're gonna
and like you see, as you can see,
when you wanted to command more money, you got to look at condition, and a lot of these have been cleaned or they've got surface issues. Like this is a bit of a better date half crown there, 1829, and there's a scratching left hand bust. So the grades are VF. I'm not disputing that. But there's a scratching left-hand feel, so anybody, when you get that magnified and blowed up on a photo, somebody's going to be taking that into account when they met the bid or the price for that. So that is going to affect the coin. It should be about £100 for that coin, but not with that scratch now. It's a £50 to £80 coin.
And this is the thing,
like, if you can get it.
And that's it. It's all determines on what you can get. So like says, when we price a collection, says if you're bringing us loads of grades like this, obviously we are going to have a little bit of a price accordingly. But if you're bringing out like that, it's going to be scrap value. And like it says, if we can pick a few cherries out, we will pick a few cherries out. But when you start bringing us nicer coins with lustre on, which haven't been cleaned, original surfaces,
that's where we can get
less marks. But that's where we can pay the better money. And like last year, there were less silver, but we were paying more money for the quality of the coins, whereas this time
we're averaging out at £50 a coin.
Like this time is obviously the coins are averaging out different. But like I say, is when we work out a collection, is we'll take a look into accounts of like what we think we can achieve on that, and then we'd go down the middle, and then we'd price accordingly. Because like we say, is if book price is saying £35, sometimes the market's only getting 20, sometimes even 15. You know, sometimes
it fluctuates all the time.
Yeah,
depending on what buyer wants to spend, what they feel comfortably, what's the budget, what they're looking for. You know, what I mean, it all depends. So if you've got a crown for this is where like sometimes people say that it's easy to sell and make bigger profits when you've got bigger money, but also you've got to think about the respect from the buyer's angle. Like at £700, yeah, it's fantastic. But you're limiting your market at £700 because, one, not everybody's got £700 to spend on a single piece. Two, they might not want to spend that full £700 on a single piece. They might want to get a bit more of a collection, a bit more bang for the buck. But in my opinion, the single piece is the better option. But at £700, you've got to find the buyer that wants it, find the buyer that can afford it, and then you've got to find the buyer that's looking for that piece in that particular condition, because there might be one that's toned, there might be one that's got a little scratch on the bust that's niggling them, there might be a copper spot on the gold piece that's just, you know, that's you know, detracting the buyer enough to say, well, I don't want that one, I want the next one that comes along. So it's all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder when it comes to coins.
Yeah,
sometimes like
you might like that, like with bronzes. Like some people like the red ones, some people like
Chocolate
the dark
brown.
ones, the chocolate brown
the
ones.
red is the better quality.
But the red is in the eyes of the NGC and the people that collect coins. The red is the better, the higher quality. But sometimes it's all on preference. You know, it's like it's what you like at the end of the day and what you're willing to pay. Like everyone says that classic line, well, it's only what someone wants to pay for it. Yeah, and that's technically how it is. But there's a book price, there's an average price, and then obviously sometimes on condition
and grading, it's all subjective.
Yeah,
so
it's
this
just-
is why it's nice sometimes to get things verified by third parties and stuff. But
I'm
yeah,
talking
average
verification.
coins, you know. Nicest one in here is 1900 crown. But it's got a little nick on edge at bust,
That's probably the one.
into collar, and a little scratch at right and feel, so that's going to reflect the pricing. But the strike's nice, surfaces are nice.
A better date
Nice
as well,
veil,
innit?
better date. But yeah, nice coins, not bad. Not too much to get too excited about, but nice average working stock, good stuff. No dealer's going to turn down 925 silver coins. Stuff like that, 1897, nice grade, but it's got some carbon on the obverse. Look at the reverse. Carbon there, guys. I don't know if you get that out. I might have to try dipping that this week. If I do dip it, I'll do a video on that and showing you how to dip coins. But yeah, it's all about surface and condition. And as you can see on previous coins that we've had, sometimes you can understand now why coins achieve what they do. It's all about quality and condition.
Definitely, it's always about quality.
Nice
condition.
working stock.
You
There's
can
a
have
few
you
bits
can
to
have
work
the
through
same
there.
grade. You could have the same grade coin, but then you'd have your one with your lustre on, with your nicer surfaces, and
Like it's 1828 sovereign. It's a nicer date, better date, but it's not too rare. It's a scarcer date, but the cleaning it is cleaned. A VF, but it's cleaned.
we said on that though. What price
Yes.
did we say on that?
Well, I've told the gentleman book price is 700 in a VF, 7 to 750. Like we say, that's my
gold price.
Yeah,
That's
that's
284 up to 294, around £300 for gold.
yeah. Everybody knows what.
No, I'm just saying in case you don't know, guys.
Yeah, £300 for that. The
Half
750. 750 book price in a VF. So I said to the gentleman, I can achieve you more than what you want. He was looking for about £400. I said, I can't believe I can get you a better price than that, but leave it with me and we'll sell it on commission. So idea for that, if it's a 750 coin, we'll advertise it 700. If we get the 700, I'll take a % out of that and try and achieve better for the guy. But I said to the gent, I believe I'll get you anywhere from 450 to 550. Open on for the 550, which will still leave a % in me to take a profit as well. But this one, it could be a hard mover. Like I say, it's buyer dependent if they want it. If they've seen a better one, there is some out there, but you're going to pay some money for higher grades.
And
So,
like we're saying, it could sit there,
Yeah,
like, because
it could sit there
obviously
for
it's
6
going to be
months.
more than gold price. So this is what we're saying is like, if the collector wants it, someone sees it, they like it, they'll make an offer. So we've said we can get more than the gold price. We've just got to obviously get a buyer now, advertise it. But we reckon we can
I'll
definitely
get it out
more.
on a better light on the video.
Yeah,
so,
well,
it's a bit darker.
Yeah, it's a bit dark in here, camera's not right and level's not right. But yeah, we'll get a video out and we'll do another video of that and give you a little bit of an update on how it's going, because obviously we will be advertising it for him.
But that's on commission, so if you don't get it, we send it
Yeah,
back to
if
him.
it's too long, and like we've said, Ian, he will be watching this. If you do want it back, mate, you know where I am. Just give me a ring and I'll send it straight back to you. If it sells and we get that good price, there'll be even more money
We've
for
got
you
the
there.
cash out price.
Yeah, if not, we'll just cash you out if that's what you want to do. Either way, but yeah, there's a nice half sovereign there. So the gun money as well. Let's have a little chat about that before we get onto the notes. So the gun money, we had a little bit of a discussion, me and Ian and our Sam. Like we said, we know what it is, but we said just because of the rarity of the piece, we said we'd send it off for grading to NGC to get that verification, and as a little bit of a fun, We'll see what grade it comes back, and then we'll see what the market demands or what we could achieve. Because we said on this, it could be anywhere to like a 150s, £200 on a good day to the right person.
Maybe 3 to 4 if get it right. But I see it come back a VF.
No, I'm on about now. I'm on about now,
yeah.
but I'm on about if we send it back, we might be able to increase it.
Not definitely, but
not definitely. This is the risk. So we're gonna have to see what it comes back at, and like we've said, he said he's happy to do that. So we've said we'll pop that in with some when we send some more coins. We're gonna pick some, not out of these, but we've got a fuel pint line that we do want to send off, and we'll send them in all at the same time. We'll see what we get, and Ian said he's happy to give us a little bit of a percentage of that. So like I said, it'll be another good video for you guys to follow along. We'll write down, we'll see what we think it's going to achieve, we'll put some others in, we'll all have a bit of a guess, and then when we come back we'll have a bit of a competition or something, and then when we come back we'll see what we've got. So yeah, these are coins, so like in total, in all, the crowns, everything.
There's 23 out of clip. Well, there's not, there's 22 because that one's possibly going back to him, and the gold's on commission.
Yeah, gold's
on
commission.
So we've took 22 out of there that's better sellers. The rest are just average silverweight.
So this is like the bit better working stock, and obviously that's just your basically your silverweight. I'm not going to call it scrap, but it is what it is. You know, it's what it is. But yeah, there's still different monarchs in there. You've got your George III, you've got your George IV as well. There's no
William IV there.
Edward as well. You've got
Edward VII, they're all in there.
Yeah, they're all in there. They've got some nice stuff.
Except for fucking
like stuff like that, like you say, it's a little bit here, it's a little bit there. Let's see what we can do with it. And these will just be priced up accordingly, best we can. Like, that's a nice one, isn't it? We keep saying about that one, it keeps catching my eye. That needs a dip, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That needs a dip, and we've said
that's not bad grade, but it's been mounted.
Yeah.
But it's scratched and clean, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not bad surfaces on that, you can see, but there's that on top, so it's nice to get that dipped and see where we are. But give me 2 seconds, guys. It's not going to be any seconds for you because I'm going to pause camera. But I'm going to get these banknotes out and show you what we've got, and then I'll give you a total of all pricing, what we've paid, and you let us know what you think, guys. I just thought I might as well film this bit. It sounds nice. Sound of real money. Right, so onto the banknotes, guys. So there's a good mix in here, to be fair. There's a mix of grades. You've got anywhere from very fine, maybe fine, all the way up to extremely fine. You've actually, to be fair, you've got one that's about unk or unk as well. There's a nice white fiver in there. But there's a good general mix of stock. And like I was saying, guys, it's not just all British, it's not just all Scottish. There's different banking companies in there as well. We've got Royal Bank of Scotland, we've got the National Bank of Scotland, the Union Bank of Scotland, we've got British Linen Bank. We've obviously got different series from your British ones as well. You've got Series A, no Series B, but we've got Series C, Series D, Series E. But there's a good variant mix of grades and conditions, like I say. I'm not going to get them all out because some are nicer than others. I've washed my hands, but I don't want to be playing about with them too much. I like to get them out when I'm relaxed, a calm and clean space. But I'll get a few of these out. So, like we were saying, is on grade and condition, as you can see. There's folds, creasing, where there's not much life to these. Little rounding on corners and that. But still, for their age, they are still collectible notes. And like I was saying earlier, book price on these is saying £35. But I know for a fact that it's very, very hard to achieve £35 on these. Again, they'll be going for about £15 to £20 tops each. But nice notes, good quality pieces. And it's a nice selection and a good collectible bank. So we've got a few Bank of Scotland. These are all £1 as well, guys. Majority of the notes in here are £1. Not many English £1 that I'm glad about, because I've had too many English £1. I've still got a stack of them in the house. But
nice
yeah,
variety, though.
yeah, this is what we're saying. It's a nice.
Early examples,
Yeah, some nice. This is 1945. Again, not the highest grade, but when I turn it over, guys, and show you, absolutely lovely design, absolutely gorgeous.
Right, nice.
It's the colour, yeah. It's the colour straight away. First one that I had there was a Union Bank. Again, that's 1952. Really nice note.
A bit of soil on some though, isn't
So,
there?
yeah, there's soiling on them, guys.
That affects the price, you know.
Yeah, that's where you really get into it. So like we've said with your VF, there's two grades of VF, obviously.
So it's firm paper quality, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's to do with obviously the paper quality, but like Sam said there, with it's the soiling, and the less soiling, the less marks, the less folds,
Like
the higher the grade. It's the eye appeal, yeah. It's same with coins, guys. Like everyone goes, oh well, that's not mint state, but as you know, with mint state coins, you can get bag marks. There's certain things that they will allow, like on uncirculated banknotes, they will allow counterflex, especially on the old white £5, which is here, and
can't break into the ink though.
you can't. Yeah, that's on the folds, but what I'm saying is on the counterflex, you can have counterflex on corners, but whereas it'll say uncirculated, can't have rounding corners or any crease on corners, but different notes they will allow for different things for age, because like as well with British old money, they used to put a lot of used to pin them in the wallet, so a lot of them will have pinholes, so that's the number one thing to look for on old white notes, anything before Series A. So yeah, we've got British Linen Bank again, another Scottish bank. There's quite a few of these. I don't know how many in total now, but that again, that's about unk. It's a really nice note, a good example. Some of these are earlier, some of them are later. The earlier ones are worth money, but a lot of these are like 1950s, 1960s, so they are pretty regular. But again, it's still a nice selection. There's the reverse of bank, but very nice. So like we say, we've got a good mix of English banknotes here. There's two in here that I did like. The one on the top is a nicer quality. I don't even want to take it out now though, because it's nicer, yeah. And then we've got another one under there.
Crispy as fuck, that.
Yeah, again,
Good quality.
that one is an unk. That one is an unk. The other one behind is a VF. It looks nice, but under the light, there's crinkling. There's more crinkling than there should be, but there ain't no folds. Well, there's a light fold, but crinkling.
80s, 50s there, but there's problems with it.
Again with this 50.
It's nice, but problems with it.
Well, yeah, like Sam says, there's a few problems with it. I'll get it out because I can touch this with my hands, but this is what I'm saying. I'll zoom in on it. Look, you see straight away, guys, this is what I'm saying. Look at that, when you get it under that light. And it's the same with the 10. The 10's not as bad as that. You know, that'll definitely not get an unk. You're going to definitely be getting low-end VF on that. But look, there's not much detracting marks. There's no soiling.
It's got static still.
It's still got static, yeah. It's got plenty of life. Corners are still quite sharp. But look, it's had that heavy fold there.
It's crumpled the fuck.
Yeah, and it's probably had a previous little bit of a press. That's
It's these books, I'm telling you, because people flick them through and they bend them while they're flicking through them. They don't pull them by sides. They actually pull them out.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. It shows and that, but
I see it all over.
like this, two Series C and a Series D. I'll get these out and show you that. Look,
That's fantastic.
it's nice. That's how we want them. Look at the static. I can't even hold it without.
The ink's crisp. You can see how raised the
Yeah,
ink is.
raised in embossing. Well, this doesn't look bad, but when you get it under that light, so this is all the things that we're looking for, and when we're pricing a collection, and these are things you've got to take in mind. Like if you were a collector, you definitely, you know, it's not the same note, but you definitely want one.
Yeah, the same serial, the same thing. You definitely want the other one because of the condition, but it'll be the same thing.
But people still like that. People still want it. Like Sam said, if it's a book filler, but you're not going to be able to achieve your top end
What you do is
price.
you get the shit one, and then you wait for an upgrade. But ideally, you get the best really from day one. But if you can't, the first thing is to get what you want, and then try and upgrade your set over time. Instead of just buying random stuff and whatever, get to know your field and upgrade till you got better. That's why some people do.
Sometimes take a plump and just go in and buy.
Yeah.
But
educated guess.
Educated guess.
Man, it's better than fucking
So we've got like your Series C, your Series D there. Kind of nice 20, but it's crinkled and there's a light centre fold. You're not going to get that full uncirculated price. Uncirculated, you can have a light centre fold, nothing else, or one strong crease. You can't have anything else on that, no rounded corners, anything like that. There's a few nice examples of £5. Again, they're about unks, but they're not high book prices, and they never achieve that high book price. And sometimes they do. I have sold a few at high time book price, but they usually generally do go below.
Kind of what you think,
Yeah, you're gonna go on your average. Like these are saying £8 in uncirculated. These are not uncirculated, but it's saying £8. You never get that. £5 around where they are. It's only a £3 difference. But yeah, but these are the series you do want to be looking for as well, guys. There's a lot of mistakes on these. A lot of serials. Page is a big one. If you've got your books and you know your research, page is one to be checking out for the pounds. And especially with these pounds as well, there were a lot of changes, a lot of different designs. They were changing a lot of things in banking process. And same with these £5. There's two types of them. There's one with a lighter £5, but that used to rub off. So there's little things you want to be looking for, guys. And always condition. Try and get best condition you can. So yeah, we've got some Series A in there as well, which again, they're nice. These are not the best grade. We've had better before, but again, these are, like we say, look, Series C, a good variety. We've got some Pepiettes front war, a nice round selection. There's some nice ones in here with some lower cereals. But again, these £10 nice, about unks, they're very nice. Like I said, it's about Scotland with how many banks. There's actually 11 old banks from Scotland, and this would have been a nice note. But look at this for soiling, guys.
And it's been folded in wallet.
Pinhole as well, look, in centre. Heavy fold, increasing, soiling.
Basically everything that you don't want to know is on that note.
Everything you don't want is on. But it's still a collectible note and a collectible series. Early Clydesdale Bank Limited, 1942. The 1940s, 1945s wartime issues are always good, guys, if you can get them. Obviously in the higher grade. But, you know, I ain't going to be picky. It's a nice one. It's a nice selection. I might let it go on bids. You know, I can't really do much more than that.
This was the better stuff out of the collection, weren't it? The banknotes.
The bank, yeah.
When we seen them,
this is why we've made a good offer. Obviously, we've done the silver, like we've said, we've paid more on the silver weight, but this is where we wanted to be.
Better stuff to work website-wise.
And I'm glad someone's bought some banknotes.
Yeah, it's nice to see some notes for a change.
Because for a change, yeah, we always get a lot of coins come through, and I haven't been doing much with banknotes for a bit, so it's nice to get my hands on some. But yeah, and like we say, there's actually 11 banks from Bank of Scotland. There's loads of banks here. Look, Bank of Scotland, the Royal Bank of Scotland PLC. We've got Clydesdale Bank PLC, the Clydesdale Bank Limited. Like I've said before, we've got Scottish Linen Bank. We've got plenty of stuff to go in here, guys. Nice selection, but it doesn't all go on the same day. And like, you know, a lot of it can be sat there. A lot of these later series do.
They're just working stock.
But these are my favourite series.
Don't they? For people to pick through and they go. Do you know what I mean?
They go when they go.
3 years time, they could go in 3 weeks. It just depends who's there and who's looking for them.
Later, last £20. Got a nice example of a gill there. I think the other one's Marilyn Loafer, yeah, again, and that nice example about unks, but they don't go for as much as the earlier notes. But these were pretty nice. Oh, really knocking this off again. These were pretty nice. And these are usually quite collectible. Obviously grade dependent, but what I liked about these were the cereals. I'll zoom in instead of getting them out. I don't want to be damaging everything and touching everything, but no, I am going to have to get it out because the light on there, you're not going to be able to see it. But yeah, the cereal on this, guys, is 203. And that is unk.
Low, that, net.
203. A nice example of a £1. They're not particularly high on these because, again, they're like mid for these, obviously, because it's got the younger coin on, but
the low cereals.
It's the cereals that are really helping them out on that. That's just a normal regular series. but again, it's a nice quality. This wasn't in the collection. That's one I've just put in there, popped in because it was laying about. But yeah, we've got that one. Again, a low cereal, 462. Oh, can't see it because I'm zoomed in too much. This one here, 462
as well, 376.
Yeah, 462. Again, a nice cereal. It's hunk, but that no. Again, in book price, it's £25. It's £25 for that in book price, and it's still hard to achieve at £25. You might put up at £25 and be sat there all day. But with the cereal, it could help it out, and you could get a higher price. Obviously, you can just price. Your sky's the limit sometimes on your cereal. The lower the cereal, the better. If you've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, well, you're not going to get number 1. But anything below 10, you're into good thousands, you know. But people will pay. But again, 376, a nice cereal, and these $1 as well. These are pretty hot online. There's 2 in there. But a little bit of research, guys, that we've still got to do to see where the market is, but we knew where we wanted to be, and for the offer for the whole collection. Oh yeah, there's some more here as well. So there's some spendable cash in here as well. So we've got Clydesdale Bank. There's a first, well, it's not a first run, but first polymer with Queen on, that's uncirculated. Spendable cash, £15 there, but this is what we're saying, guys. It's collectible stuff. People do collect polymers. It's a thing on its own now. It's a big thing. We've just been watching about it. People do love it. Australians have been doing it for years because they were first ones with polymer notes, but there's them on it. But this one is my favourite here. I'm going to lay it on here and bring this across. This is the Pepiet 1945 £5 note, and it's in really nice condition. I'm gonna have to hold it this way, but yeah, look at that, guys, absolutely gorgeous. Zoom out a little bit. All toxic can fall. 1 second, there you go. You know, I'm gonna have to take it out of this one because I've got it in the wrong slip anyway. But yeah, there it is, guys. I can't turn it round and show you reverse because it's been put in and I've got some black card behind it. But this is a really nice note. What, honestly, I'm not going to lie, it's one of the best I've seen in a long time. A real long time. High grade. There's no folds, no pinholes as well. That was the first thing we look for, no pinholes. But for a 1945, it's brilliant, you know. The quality's there, the grade's there. It could be one to send off for grading, but out of the whole collection, this and a couple of them Scottish ones are the ones that I were really into. But a lot of them are going to be general, just working stock, below book price. Hopefully some we can get for book price, like some of these lower cereals, but like it says, it's 462, it's not too low. We should be able to make some good return on the whole album and the whole collection. Like we say, it's out of the collection. The banknotes are where it's at more than the coins, but the coins were there as well, so we weren't going to turn them down. The offer for everything, all in the whole collection, is £1,350. We paid £750 for the kilo of silver, well, just under a kilo, 997, just under a kilo of silver. So if we had a look on internet for a kilo, you could only just get 700, so we've paid £50 more than the silver price, which again, like we've said, is it's not tremendously loads more, but it's better off than these bullion houses and people and places that are offering you. When eventually we can offer more and the product's a little bit better, we will offer more. But the guy, Ian, said he was happy with the silver price and that's all that he wanted. Like we said, he's on that gold. We will sell on commission if he's happy to do so and go through like he said. If we can get him that 540, what much of a better return than taking it to the shop and getting 284. So just leave that with us, Ian, and we'll get back to you as soon as we'll get advertising. So after this video's come out, everything should be getting where it needs to be, getting up online, getting on website. But yeah, we've come into a nice collection. We've got some nice stuff, and like I said, Ian accepted straight away. He was happy. He said to go forward. But like we said on the gun money,
the gun money and gold is going to be done on commission.
Yeah, this we're going to send off.
We haven't bought them as a price.
No, we've not. The price is for the silver that you've seen and the banknotes. The gold, which is a strong offer, 1,350. The gun money and the gold, like we've said, is we're going to advertise that on his behalf. He's happy for us to do that. If we can squeeze more than obviously he wants, we've got a good profit in it. And we said we were hoping to get him round about £540, might be a little bit less.
It gives us room to put it up at 700 and take an offer. We might only get off 600.
Yeah.
We get a 50, 60 quid profit in it. He gets his 540.
Yeah,
let's try and see what we get.
Yeah, let's see what we can get.
Worst case scenario, get a little bit less, but it's there or he gets it back to him. That's a separate issue.
That's a different, yeah, it's a totally different thing. It's not really part of it. And same with the gun money as well. We're going to send that off for verification when we pick some coins, put some coins together. We're going to send them all off. And then when it comes back with grade, like we said, is depending on where the market is and what Ian wants to do. If he wants to sell it, he's going to sell it. And then if not, we'll cash him out and we'll just buy it out. Whatever the price is, if he's happy with the price, we'll do what we need to do when the time comes and it's right. But yeah, guys, like we say, is if you have got out for us to have a look at, or you are interested, just get over to Doncaster NEC or drop us a message on YouTube. I'm not really too bothered either way you do it, but it'd be better if you get over to Doncaster NEC. Give us an email inquiry, let us know what you've got, send us some pictures over, and we'll try and get back to you as fast as we can. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Has been a bit of a longer one, a bit of a different one. But like I say, is we've paid £1,350. Well, we will be paying £1,350 just for the notes. Not this gold, not this gun money. This silver here on the tray that you've seen, and that bag. So we've paid a little bit more than silver weight. But like we say, remember guys, if you're bringing me the high grade, you bring me the good quality pieces that are going to sell for 300, 400, 250s, we will be talking better money and we can give you a good buyback. We can buy back at a better price. But if you're bringing me a bag and you're happy with scrap, I'll guarantee you I'll always give you that little bit more than scrap. I'm happy to do that. And like I say, if I go, say if I do, which I'm not, but say if I go and scrap that tomorrow, I'll be losing money. You know, because I've already took my coins out of that kilo. And like I said on the internet, if you take them 500 quid, they pay you less than 70p, so I'll be down and out. But like we say, guys, I'm happy to pay that little bit extra for me to have a little bit of a pick. But like I say, if you have got nicer grade, higher grade quality stuff that you want us to take a look at, make an offer, we're happy to buy you out. If you're happy to work with us, try and do a little bit of auctions, try and sell it on your behalf, we'll do that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Any questions, any comments, just get them down on the next one. If you do see out any that you want to buy or you're after anything, just give me a shout. And remember to subscribe, because we're not far away from 1,000 subscribers. And when we do get to 1,000 subscribers, I've said we're going to give away 3 giveaways. I've still not decided what it is, but they will be good. We've been giving ounces away. We've given away Roman coins. We've given away banknotes. So come back, get subscribing and see what you could win. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.